Great. Please turn off the ringer. Mine, yeah, definitely. That's why I just did it. All right, great pleasure to bring up to the podium President of the Washington Redskins, Mr. Bruce Allen.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great day and a special part of training camp. You know, the Redskins Charitable Foundation in 2016 started a FIT program where we work with seventh graders across the region. In 2017, 7,000 seventh graders participated in our programs, trying to educate them on health and wellness issues. This year, we've expanded it. We're going to have 10,000 kids in seventh grade in D.C., Virginia, and Prince George's County participating. So we're excited about what the Commonwealth has developed with our new recess program. And I'd like to invite to the stage and the microphone a great Redskin fan and State Senator Chap Petersen.
Thank you, Bruce. All right, thank you, folks. First of all, it's great to be here. I never thought I'd be here as a politician, but obviously I'm not making the team this year. So I want to thank Bruce for inviting me and the governor for signing my legislation. First of all, I'm a parent of 4 children, all in the public school system. And one of the things that was concerning to me was that kids, particularly in grades K through 6, were not getting enough physical education, enough time recess, enough time away from academics. And so thanks to some of these beautiful ladies over here, Barbara, I noticed, and others that brought this idea to me about basically making the school day more flexible so that up to 15% of instructional time could be spent in unstructured playtime, recess time to develop leadership skills. And we passed that bill again with the outstanding advocate support of the mothers for recess. The bill passed. It was signed into law by the governor. It will take effect. Now, before I introduce the governor, which I want to do, I want to talk about a young friend I just met, Yvonne Nakatuka, who is what's called a junior coach. Did I say that correctly? And she's one of the folks, young people you hear more about, who actually during recess time will help other children integrate into recess time and to become more active, to become more basically part of the team, as you might say in the Redskins. And again, as a parent of 4 children, I really appreciate that. And so you're going to hear a little bit more about her. But first, you're going to hear about my great friend Ralph Northam, what I call Doc Northam before he became governor, is a physician from the Eastern Shore of Virginia and actually brought a lot of legislation on physical activity in public schools, something we shared. And so without any further ado, I introduce Governor Ralph Northam. You want to say something, Yvonne? Okay.
Good job.
Hello, and my name is Yvonne, and today I'll be explaining how recess is important and how the law is for recess in Virginia. So every time when a student is in class, if they don't have recess at least once a day or between classes, like after half of the day, they can't really continue because they need some time to move around or exercise. So I will be showing you my experience of junior coaches and doing recess. So there was this one time, I have a little sister, and she has 2 best friends. She was playing with another one of her friends, while two of the best friends had one jump rope. There was one jump rope, and both were arguing. I want the jump rope. No, I want the jump rope. No, I want the jump rope. But it's not fair. But it's not fair. So they were arguing for the jump rope. Every teacher saw them, but left them alone, thinking that they would resolve the problem, but they didn't. And if no one went there, they would have never resolved the problem. So I went there, and I asked them what was wrong. They kept arguing about the jump rope. So instead of just letting one use it and the other use it again, they could use it at the same time. So the one was in one side holding one part, the other was on the other side holding the other part, and they were both swinging it. They both would have been able to jump rope together instead of arguing for it. So recess, the definition of recess is a time to play and to have fun. People need recess for like after half of the class or half of the day. They can have recess so they can move around or relax, so their brain just relaxes. After recess, they're able to continue class normally. So what I'm saying is recess should have some time more than just 5 minutes or 7 minutes. It should have up to 10 to 30 or maybe even more.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, and Yvonne, you don't go away. What a great presentation that was. Can you imagine back when you were in the 5th grade and standing up here without notes and speaking to a group like this? So we need to give Yvonne a big hand. Yvonne, congratulations. It's great to be here at Redskins Park, and Bruce, thank you for your leadership and inviting us today for just, I think, an informal setting where we can talk a little bit about the importance of exercise and recess for our children. First of all, as Chap said, I did grow up on Virginia's Eastern Shore, and I don't know about anybody else over there, but we bleed gold and burgundy, and so it's as long as I've been able to know what a football is, I have been a Redskin fan. That was back in the day of Sonny Jurgensen and Chris Hamburger, Charlie Taylor, those folks. So anyway, thanks for the opportunity to be here today. People used to ask me when I was in school what my favorite class was. And this might sound a little bit crazy, but I said PE, recess, and lunch in that order. And somehow we made it through. And what has happened now with school, with the SOLs and the AP exams, it's just so much emphasis has been taken away from letting kids be kids. And kids need to get up out of their desks. They need to get to outside, move around, get some fresh air, not only for the exercise, but also for the social interaction, to learn how to get along with other children. And especially in the day of iPhones and video games, it's so important for our children to get out and get some exercise. So one of the things that I did when I was in the Senate was introduce legislation for physical education, making that part of the curriculum. We mandated that at least 30 minutes a day go toward physical education, and eventually we have gotten that on the books in Virginia. And then I just want to credit Senator Petersen and Delegate Carrie Delaney for their leadership this year. A great idea, a great piece of legislation to make sure that the curriculums can include up to 15% of the time that goes toward toward recess. So it's a great step in the right direction for our kids, making them healthier, making them able to get along socially. So, Chap, thanks for your leadership. I was proud to sign the piece of legislation. And just so you know, we are in session, but I'm thinking about taking the first week of February off so that Chap and I can go watch the Redskins play in the Super Bowl this year. So thank you all so much, and go Redskins. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce.